Alright people, let's talk luggage. Specifically, the kind of luggage that makes you want to chuck it into the nearest volcano. You know what I'm talking about? The kind with a mind of its own. I swear this thing is cursed. It's like it's actively trying to sabotage my trip. One minute the wheels are spinning every direction but forward, the next minute the zipper's stuck halfway and I'm late for my flight. And don't even get me started on those flimsy handles that feel like they're about to detach. So, if you're tired of your luggage being the biggest stress of your trip, stick around. I'm breaking down the 10 worst luggage features that'll make you scream. Let's kick things off with the bane of every traveler's existence, wheels that don't roll. You know the ones. They're wobbly, squeaky, or straight up refuse to move. It's like dragging a stubborn toddler through the airport. Seriously, is it too much to ask for a suitcase that glides effortlessly beside me? Instead, I'm stuck looking like I'm in a bizarre strongman competition, wrestling this beast across the terminal. And the worst part? The judging stares from other travelers. They're all silently thinking, "Get a better suitcase, buddy, trust me, I'm trying." But hey, at least it's a good workout, right? Who needs the gym when you've got luggage that doubles as resistance training equipment? And then there's the squeaky wheel. You know that high-pitched screech that echoes through the airport, announcing your arrival like a bad trumpet solo? Yeah, that's my life now. I swear this thing is louder than a flock of seagulls fighting over a French fry. It's like it's trying to get me kicked out of the airport before I even board the plane. The worst part is, you can't even sneak past anyone with a squeaky suitcase. It's like a siren song to every security guard and annoyed passenger within a 5-mile radius. So, if you're looking to make a grand entrance, skip the fanfare and just bring a suitcase with squeaky wheels. You'll be the most memorable and most hated traveler in the terminal. But the absolute worst offense in the world of bad luggage wheels? Wheels that just stop working. You're cruising along, feeling good, and then bam, you're stuck. It's like your suitcase suddenly decided it's had enough of your shenanigans and is going on strike. And of course, this always happens at the most inconvenient time, like when you're sprinting to catch a flight or navigating a crowded crosswalk. Suddenly, you're that person, desperately dragging their deadweight suitcase across the floor, leaving a trail of destruction in your wake. It's not a good look. So, do yourself a favor and invest in a suitcase with wheels that actually work. Your sanity and your floors will thank you. Next, let's talk zippers. A bad zipper is like a bad travel buddy, unreliable and bound to let you down at the worst moment. You know that feeling when you're trying to zip up your overstuffed suitcase and the zipper just keeps splitting open? It's like it's mocking your packing skills, or lack thereof. And of course, this always happens when you have approximately 30 seconds to catch your flight, and a line of impatient travelers behind you, tapping their feet and sighing dramatically. It's enough to make you want to ditch the suitcase altogether, and just wear all your clothes at once. And then, there are those zippers that are so complicated they require an instruction manual. You know the ones. They have multiple sliders, hidden pockets and enough straps to restrain a small elephant. I swear, I need an engineering degree just to figure out how to close this thing. It's like a puzzle designed by a supervillain who hates travelers. And don't even get me started on those tiny zipper pulls that are impossible to grip, especially when you're rushing. It's like they're designed for ants with superhuman strength, not for regular humans with sausage fingers like me. But the absolute worst zipper crime of all? The dreaded zipper malfunction? You know, when the zipper gets stuck, breaks off, or decides to spontaneously unravel, leaving you with a suitcase that's gaping open like a hungry hippo? Yeah, that's a special kind of travel nightmare. It's like your suitcase is saying, "Surprise! Now everyone gets to see your dirty laundry." Not exactly the kind of grand reveal I was hoping for. So if you're in the market for new luggage, pay attention to the zippers. Trust me, it's worth the extra investment to avoid the zipper struggle. Your sanity and your dignity will thank you. You guys know that feeling, right? The one where you're standing in your hotel room staring at your suitcase and wondering how on earth you're going to fit everything in there. You go on a trip, you're having an amazing time, soaking in the sights, sounds, and flavors of a new place. Every corner you turn, there's something new and exciting to experience. You find the coolest souvenirs, those little treasures that capture the essence of your journey. Maybe it's a handcrafted trinket, a piece of local art, or a unique piece of clothing, and then, bam! You remember your luggage is completely maxed out. No room to spare? It's like a cruel joke the universe plays on every traveler. It's like that moment in Tetris when you know the game is over, but you're still desperately trying to rotate that long piece, hoping against hope that you'll find a spot for it. You push, you shove, you sit on your suitcase, and you pray that the zipper will hold. It's a battle of wills between you and your luggage. And it's not just souvenirs, is it? It's all those little extras you pick up along the way. Maybe it's a new pair of shoes, a jacket on sale, or gifts for friends and family. Maybe you picked up a new jacket on sale, thinking it was too good a deal to pass up. Or perhaps you found the perfect pair of shoes that you just had to have. Or maybe your trip went longer than expected and now you've got a week's worth of extra clothes to cram in. Unexpected adventures often come with unexpected baggage. And now you've got a week's worth of extra clothes to cram in. Suddenly that perfectly packed suitcase from home is a chaotic mess, threatening to explode at the seams. Suddenly that perfectly packed suitcase from home is a chaotic mess, with clothes spilling out and souvenirs precariously balanced on top. It's a disaster waiting to happen, threatening to explode at the seams. You sit on it, you zip it up, and you hope for the best, but deep down you know it's a ticking time bomb. This, my friends, is why an expandable feature on your luggage is non-negotiable. It's like having a secret weapon against the inevitable overpacking that comes with an epic adventure. It's like having a secret weapon against the inevitable overpacking that comes with an epic adventure. You never know when you'll need that extra space, but trust me, you'll be thanking me when you do. You never know when you'll need that extra space, but trust me, you'll be thanking me when you do. It's the difference between a smooth journey home and a stressful one. So next time you're packing for a trip, make sure your luggage has that expandable feature. Your future self will be eternally grateful, and your souvenirs will have a safe journey home. Imagine this. You're at the airport check-in, and you see that dreaded number on the scale. Your bag is overweight. The anxiety starts to creep in as you realize you might have to pay those hefty fees, or even worse, start unpacking right there in front of everyone. Now some of you might be thinking, no problem, I'll just wear some extra layers. You start piling on sweaters, jackets, and maybe even a couple of pairs of pants. But let's be real. Nobody wants to be that person sweating their way through security. The discomfort, the stares, and the sheer awkwardness of it all can make your travel experience a nightmare before it even begins. But here's the beauty of an expandable bag. It's like a secret weapon in your travel arsenal. Instead of panicking and rearranging your entire life on the airport floor, you just unzip that magical expandable section, and boom! Suddenly, you have all the extra space you need without the hassle. You've got extra space just like that. No stress, no mess. It's like your luggage is giving you a high five for being so prepared. It's like having a cheat code for travel. You feel invincible, ready to take on any challenge that comes your way. You go from feeling the stress of being overweight to feeling like a total travel pro, all because your luggage can handle whatever you throw at it. It's a game changer. And believe me, I've thrown a lot at my luggage over the years. From souvenirs to last-minute shopping sprees, my expandable bag has always had my back. So when you're shopping for your next suitcase, don't underestimate the power of expandability. It's not just a feature, it's a necessity for the modern traveler. It's not just about extra space, it's about peace of mind. Knowing that you have the flexibility to adapt to any situation is priceless. It's about knowing that no matter what adventures come your way, your luggage has got your back. So go ahead, expand your horizons in your luggage. Travel smarter, not harder. Look, I've been there. We've all been there, standing at the airport, wrestling with a suitcase that just won't close, feeling the frustration build as you realize you might have to leave something behind. Back in the day, I used to think expandable luggage was a luxury, something only fancy travelers needed. I thought, why spend extra on a feature I might not even use? But oh, how wrong I was. After one too many trips where I had to sit on my suitcase to zip it shut, I realized the error of my ways. It wasn't just about convenience, it was about sanity. The stress of trying to fit everything in, the worry of the zipper breaking, it all added up. These days, an expandable feature is at the top of my list when it comes to luggage must-haves. It's not just a nice to have, it's a need to have. It gives you that extra bit of space when you need it most, turning a potential travel disaster into a smooth journey. It's right up there with sturdy wheels and a comfortable handle. Because let's be honest, if your luggage can't roll smoothly or if the handle digs into your hand, it doesn't matter how much it can hold. Travel is unpredictable. Flights get delayed, plans change, and sometimes you find yourself running through a crowded terminal. In those moments, you need luggage that can keep up with you, not slow you down. You never know what's going to happen, what amazing things you're going to find, or how much extra stuff you're going to end up carrying home. That beautiful souvenir, those gifts for loved ones, or even just that extra pair of shoes you couldn't resist. So why limit yourself with a bag that can't keep up? Why put yourself through the stress of trying to make everything fit when you could have a suitcase that adapts to your needs? Choose luggage that can adapt to your journey, that can expand your horizons just as much as your travel experiences. It's about making your travel as enjoyable and stress-free as possible. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. You'll look back and wonder how you ever traveled without it. So go ahead, invest in that expandable luggage. It's a game changer. Alright, you're at the airport security line. You know the drill: shoes off, laptop out, gotta move fast. You reach for your passport, which you put in that easy access side pocket. But guess what? It's buried deeper than treasure in a Goonies movie. This, my friends, is the danger of hard-to-reach compartments. They sound great on paper, right? Tons of pockets, super organized. But in reality, it's like a labyrinth in there. You're better off navigating a corn maze blindfolded. And don't even get me started on those mesh compartments that are supposed to be breathable. Breathable for what? Your dirty laundry? Look, I'm all for organization, but not at the expense of practicality. Give me a good old-fashioned, easy-access main compartment any day. A place where I can actually find my stuff without having to unpack my entire life at the airport baggage claim. It's not just about finding your stuff either. It's about getting it in and out efficiently. You know what I'm talking about? Those compartments with the weird angles and tiny zippers. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, only you're also running late for your flight. And then there's the classic overpacking struggle. You manage to squeeze everything in, doing some serious zipper Tetris, but then you get to your hotel and bam, you can't get anything out. Everything is jammed in there, tighter than a New York City subway car at rush hour. Look, I get it, designers want to maximize space, but at what cost? My sanity, my precious vacation minutes? Sometimes less is more. Give me a few well-placed, easy-to-access pockets, and I'm good to go. So what's the solution? Well, before you buy your next travel companion, take a good, hard look at those compartments. Are they actually functional? Can you reach the bottom without dislocating your shoulder? Can you easily zip and unzip them even when the bag is fully packed? Trust me, your future self will thank you. Because there's nothing worse than starting your vacation stressed out and frustrated. All because you chose a suitcase with more compartments than a beehive, but with none of the practicality. Alright, rant over. Let's move on to the next luggage design flaw that's guaranteed to make you scream into your pillow. We've all been there. You're strolling through the airport, feeling good, looking good, when suddenly, disaster strikes. That flimsy little handle on your suitcase decides to give up on life, leaving you holding a sad, drooping bag of your belongings. It's like the luggage equivalent of a handshake that's way too weak. You know, the kind that makes you question the other person's grip strength? Yeah, not a good look. And let's be real, nobody wants to be person, struggling to lug their suitcase around like it's a sack of potatoes. And then there's the handle hustle. You know, when you're trying to maneuver your bag through a crowded space and the handle keeps getting stuck, you're twisting and turning, trying to find the sweet spot, but it's like playing a game of luggage limbo. You start to sweat, your face gets red, and you can feel the judgmental stares of your fellow travelers. Just buy a better suitcase, they're thinking. And you know what? They're right. A good handle should glide smoothly, no matter the obstacle course. Look, I'm not asking for much, just a handle that feels sturdy and secure. One that won't buckle under pressure or leave me stranded on the side of the road, desperately trying to hail a cab while juggling my carry-on and a venti latte. Because let's face it, a good handle is the difference between a smooth and stylish airport exit and a comedy of errors that ends with you face down in the airport bathroom, wondering where it all went wrong. Well, there you have it. 5 common luggage design flaws that are guaranteed to make your travels a whole lot more stressful. Did I call out any features on your current suitcase? Or do you have your own travel horror stories? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more travel tips. Until next time, safe travels.